You know the feeling, right? That big project is looming, or you're trying to start a new habit, something important. And you've got this perfect plan. You're going to start tomorrow. Well, in this explainer, we are going to dive deep into why we all do that, and more importantly, how to finally break free from what we're calling the tomorrow trap.
So let's just get right to it. Why do we always say tomorrow? I mean, it sounds so good, doesn't it? It feels perfect. It's this clean slate, this magical time when we'll have more energy, more focus. But the reality is, it's a trap.
And here's the thing, this tomorrow trap, it's not really about being lazy, not at all. It's actually a super powerful psychological habit. It's that split second where your brain goes, start this hard thing now or feel good by pushing it off. And well, you know which one it usually picks.
This right here, this quote, it completely changes the game. You know, we think the solution is a better to-do list or a fancier app. But what if it's not about managing our time at all? What if it's about managing our feelings? Think about it. We're not really avoiding the task. We're avoiding the feeling of boredom or frustration or that little voice that says, what if you're not good enough?
Okay, so if this is all about emotions, we have to look at the thing in charge of our emotions, right? The brain. And it turns out your brain isn't just being difficult. It has a really, really good reason for loving the word later.
Here's a wild thought. Your brain's main job isn't to help you finish your to-do list. Its #1 priority is to keep you safe and comfortable. So when it sees a difficult task, it doesn't see an opportunity for growth. It sees a tiny little threat. And tomorrow, that's its favorite escape hatch. It's the big red button it pushes to get you back to feeling safe right now.
And this is where it gets tricky, because this creates a really powerful cycle. The second you decide, yep, I'll do this tomorrow, what happens? You feel that instant wave of relief, right? That feeling, that's a reward. It's like giving your brain a little treat for procrastinating. And just like training a puppy, your brain learns, hey, delaying this task makes me feel good. Let's do that again.
This brings us to something called the intention-action gap, and you've definitely felt this. It's when you have the best intentions, right? Like, I'm absolutely going to the gym after work, but then 5 p.m. rolls around, you're exhausted, and suddenly there's this huge canyon between what you plan to do and what you feel like doing. Saying tomorrow is like your brain's quick, easy little bridge to get you to the other side without having to do the hard work.
All right, so we get it. Our brains want comfort. But it gets even sneakier. It uses some pretty clever psychological tricks to convince us that putting things off isn't just lazy, it's actually the logical thing to do. Let's pull back the curtain on the 3 biggest brain tricks it uses. So the first trick is a really fascinating one. It's called Temporal Self-Displacement, which is just a fancy way of saying your brain treats future you like a completely different person. Seriously, it's like you're outsourcing all the hard work to this amazing, capable stranger who just happens to have your name. This future you is a superhero who's never tired and always motivated.
And when you look at it like this, it's kind of hilarious, right? Present you is sitting here tired, stressed, probably wanting a snack. But future you, future you is a legend, energetic, focused, disciplined, basically a productivity god. But here's the kicker. When tomorrow actually shows up, who's there to greet it? Just good old present you again, except now you've got one more day of procrastination under your belt.
Okay, the second trick is so sneaky, and I bet a lot of you have fallen for this one. You know when you spend hours making the perfect color-coded schedule? Or you watch a bunch of motivational videos? It feels amazing. That feeling is a little hit of a brain chemical called dopamine. Your brain basically gets a little reward just for planning to be productive. It confuses the feeling of getting ready with actually getting things done.
And the third trick, let's call these mental lullabies. They're these sweet, soothing stories we tell ourselves to make procrastinating feel responsible. You know the ones? Oh, I'll be much more creative after a good night's sleep. Or the classic, I'll start fresh on Monday. They sound so smart, so logical. But really? They're just lullabies we sing to ourselves so we can stay tucked into our comfort zone.
Okay. So that's the problem. We now understand the trap, we see the tricks our brain plays on us. So what do we do about it? Let's talk about the escape plan. And the best part is, you don't have to become a whole new person, you just need a few simple, clever strategies.
This might be the single most powerful strategy of all. It's called the make it small rule. See, the biggest barrier is the pain of starting. So your job is to shrink the task until it's so easy it's almost laughable. Don't write the report, just open the file. Don't clean the kitchen, just put one dish in the dishwasher. The goal here isn't to finish, it's just to start. Because an object in motion tends to stay in motion, right?
Okay, next up, take willpower out of the equation. Our brains hate making decisions when we're tired, so make the decision ahead of time. A vague goal like "I'll work out this week" is useless. You need a specific recipe for your brain to follow. Something like, "When my lunch break starts, I will walk for 10 minutes around the block." It becomes an automatic trigger, not a negotiation.
This is a big one. You have to stop waiting to feel like it, because you're probably not gonna. Motivation is fickle. It's an unreliable friend. A system, though, a system is dependable. So build a system. Set out your gym clothes the night before, put a timer on for just 15 minutes of work. The idea is to make doing the right thing the easiest possible option. Remove the friction.
All right, let's pull all these ideas together and turn them into something you can do right now. This whole thing is about one simple but powerful mindset shift, turning one day into day one. And you know what? Day one can absolutely be today.
So here it is, your 24-hour reset. It's just 3 simple steps. First, forget your massive to-do list. Just choose one thing. Second, define the absolute smallest next step for that one thing, something that takes less than 15 minutes. And third, schedule that tiny action for a specific time today. The point here isn't about massive progress. It's about proving to yourself that you can keep a promise. And this is maybe the most important mindset shift of all. You're not committing to run the whole marathon. That's terrifying. You're just committing to putting on your shoes and tying the laces. That's it. Make a promise to yourself that's so small you can't possibly break it. Because when you keep that tiny promise, you build trust. And that trust is the fuel for everything else.
So I'm going to leave you with this final, simple question. Forget about tomorrow. Forget about Monday. Right now, today, what is your 2-minute start? What is one ridiculously small thing you can do right now to move the needle forward? Figure that out and go do it. Because that's how you escape the trap. That's your day one.